Imagine this. You've just sat down to watch another video from one of your favourite YouTubers, MrBeast. You know the drill: crazy challenges, life-changing giveaways, and a whole lot of high-energy entertainment. But as you watch, something starts to feel off. You can't quite put your finger on it at first, but then it hits you. Is this even real? It's a question that's been quietly nagging at many of us for a while now, and recently, it's become impossible to ignore. MrBeast, the man who built his empire on being the good guy of YouTube, has found himself at the centre of a storm that threatens to dismantle everything he's worked so hard to create. But before we dive into the details, I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt like you've been lied to? Not just a little white lie, but a deception so big that it shakes your trust to its core. Maybe it was from a friend, a brand, or even an influencer you admired. It leaves you questioning everything, doesn't it? Now, imagine that feeling multiplied by millions of viewers, fans who believed in MrBeast's authenticity, who trusted that what they were seeing was real. That's what's happening right now. And the way MrBeast has responded? Well, let's just say it might be the worst way possible. Chapter 1. The exposé that started it all. Let's rewind a bit. It all started with a video from a YouTuber known as Dogpack404. In this explosive exposé, Dogpack404 meticulously breaks down how MrBeast's videos, those epic, seemingly real-time challenges, are actually far from what they appear. For instance, remember the 7-day stranded at sea challenge? Dogpack404 points out a suspicious cut on the 4th day. You see the shelter, empty beds, and then, with a quick hard cut, 5 people magically appear, 2 of them sporting bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2. It's as if they were never really there, because they weren't. Dogpack404 goes even further, showing how MrBeast's infamous wink, something many fans took as a playful gesture, was actually added in post-production. He reveals how shots are carefully edited to manipulate timers, making them seem far more intense and real-time than they actually are. Even audio is manipulated, with contestants' voices being added in post to create dialogue and drama that never existed. Chapter 2. The importance of authenticity. Now I get it. Some of you might be thinking, so what? It's just entertainment. Who cares if it's a bit fake? And you wouldn't be alone. But here's the thing. MrBeast has built his entire brand on being the guy who doesn't fake things. In his own words, he's the real channel that doesn't fake things. But what happens when that turns out to be a lie? What happens when the person you trusted to be authentic is revealed to be manipulating reality for views? Chapter 3. Stage challenges and deceptive practices. It doesn't stop there. Dogpack404 also uncovers that some of MrBeast's most popular challenges, like the Buried Alive for 72 hours stunt, were likely staged. Think about it. MrBeast, a hyper-busy CEO, spends 3 days buried underground? As Dogpack404 points out, it's more likely that these scenes were filmed quickly, with Jimmy chilling outside in between takes. And if these challenges are fake, what else is? And it's not just about the stunts. MrBeast's entire persona is under scrutiny. Take his infamous random subscriber challenges, for example. Dogpack404 alleges that the contestants aren't random at all. In one video, Dogpack404 identifies several people who aren't just subscribers, they're MrBeast's friends, employees, and even his girlfriend. It's not just shady, it's downright deceptive. Imagine thinking you have a shot at winning life-changing money, only to realise you never really did. The results were rigged from the start. Chapter 4. The legal and ethical implications. Now, here's where things get really serious. In traditional media, rigging a game show is illegal. There are laws to ensure fairness, to make sure that every contestant has an equal shot at winning. But on YouTube, where the rules are murky and enforcement is lax, MrBeast has been able to get away with these practices. Until now. Dogpack404 isn't just calling out the rigged challenges, he's also shining a light on MrBeast's questionable business practices. Take the infamous merch lotteries, for example. MrBeast would often promise that anyone who bought merch within a certain time frame would be entered to win big prizes, $10,000, a new car, you name it. But as Dogpack 404 reveals, these lotteries were poorly managed, with rules constantly changing. 1 minute, the next person to buy would win. The next, it was the next person within 30 seconds. It's all designed to keep you buying, to make you feel like you're just one purchase away from winning big. But the reality? The house always wins. In just one 5-hour stream, MrBeast gave away $50,000 worth of prizes, but sold over 50,000 t-shirts. With a profit margin of $22 per shirt, that's over $1 million in profit. And yet, only 1 in every 1,600 orders actually won a prize. If this were happening on TV, it would be illegal. On YouTube, it's a grey area, but that doesn't make it right. Chapter 5. MrBeast's response and its fallout. So what did MrBeast do when all this came to light? You'd think he'd address it head on, right? Maybe release a statement, explain what's really going on, and apologise if necessary. But no. Instead, MrBeast's response has been to downplay, deflect, and, in some cases, outright deny the allegations. In a recent video, MrBeast addressed some of the criticisms, but not in the way you'd expect. Rather than owning up to any wrongdoing, he brushed it off as haters being haters. He didn't address the specific accusations about faking challenges or rigging contests. Instead, he doubled down on his claim that everything on his channel is real, that nothing is staged. But here's the problem. People aren't buying it anymore. Chapter 6. The damage to trust and loyalty. This response, or lack thereof, has only fueled the fire. Fans who once saw MrBeast as a beacon of honesty on YouTube are now questioning everything. And it's not just about the videos, it's about trust. When you build a brand on being authentic, on being the good guy, and that image shatters, it's not something you can easily recover from. Think about it. When was the last time you trusted someone implicitly, only to have that trust broken? It hurts, doesn't it? It's not just the lie itself, it's the betrayal. The feeling that you were played for a fool. That's what so many of MrBeast's fans are feeling right now. Chapter 7. The potential end of MrBeast's career. And this could very well be the beginning of the end for MrBeast. Not because of the fake challenges or the rigged contests, but because of how he's handling it. Because when your fans turn on you, when they feel betrayed, it's almost impossible to win them back. Especially when you respond in a way that shows you don't care about their trust or their loyalty. Chapter 8. The broader implications. Let's not forget the bigger picture. MrBeast's influence goes beyond YouTube. He's been hailed as a philanthropist, someone who uses his platform to do good in the world. But if he's willing to deceive his audience for views and profits, what does that say about the man behind the brand? Can we trust that the millions he's given away in charity are really going to those in need? Or is it all just another part of the show? Chapter 9. The Rosanna Pansino incident. The most telling part of this whole saga might be MrBeast's response to Rosanna Pansino, a fellow YouTuber who called him out for faking a hide-and-seek challenge. Rosanna was supposed to place second, but she was eliminated under suspicious circumstances. When she spoke out, she was met with a wave of backlash from MrBeast's fans and even from MrBeast himself. He dismissed her claims as petty, but now, in light of everything else, her story seems more credible than ever. Chapter 10. The personal impact on fans. This is where things get personal. MrBeast's fall from grace isn't just about one YouTuber being exposed. It's about all of us who've supported him, who've believed in him. It's about realising that the person we admired, the person who seemed so genuine, might not be who we thought he was. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Is this the end of MrBeast's career? Maybe, maybe not. But one thing's for sure, things will never be the same. The trust has been broken, and trust is hard to rebuild. What do you think? Do you believe Dogpack 404's claims? Do you feel betrayed by MrBeast? Or do you think this is all just part of the entertainment, something we shouldn't take so seriously? This isn't just about MrBeast, it's about all of us. About what we value, what we believe in. Just because someone says they're real doesn't mean they are. And just because something is entertaining doesn't mean it's harmless.